but somehow getting their argument is moderation.
Oh, no. What it's going to do is it's actually going to put the more Marxist, big government, big spenders into office. So actually it's going to cost us more money. You know, as a candidate, I have to tell you, I've spent thousands of dollars just to get on the ballot. You know, you have to pay for the guide. And so I don't understand how it's going to save. I mean, less people are going to want to run. No, we can't have that. I'm sick and tired, and that's why I'm here. I'm sick and tired. I don't play party politics. You're either part of the Constitution or you're part of the oligarchy system. People have to decide. Do you want to go towards communism? You want to go towards really huge big government? Or do you want to go towards the Constitution and really limited government? And that's what the people are going to have to decide. It's really going to be up to them. I can come out, libertarians can come out, and we can get our message out there. But it's really up to the people to just say, you know what, I've been making a mistake, I need to do something different. Because if they don't, this is the direction we're going into. But at the same time, if they start, you know, electing liberty candidates like myself, and we go to limited government, they can't cry because it's going to mean hard work. It's going to be going back to free enterprise. It's going to be going less government, less programs, no income for those programs. So, you know, people though have to decide. And I'll tell you, the legal immigrants that move here, I talk to them all the time. I talk to people that have come from Cuba. I've talked to people who have come from Russia, and they said the people don't want communism. We escaped it. We know what it's like. Go and work hard. And that's the message they always tell me.
Speaking of communism, Joseph Stalin once famously said that those who vote decide nothing, those who count the votes decide everything. I know of a Secretary of State candidate, Christina Tobin, who's talking about election integrity issues, that these electronic voting machines aren't trustworthy. What's your position?
Oh, I absolutely agree. Well, gosh, what was the name of the... There was a documentary that Art Olivia, I was his gubernatorial campaign manager, he was a libertarian candidate in 2006, and he had me watch this movie. Oh, it was about the die-bolt machines, but I can't remember the name of it, and I was shocked to see how that they would go and work the system, work the computer, and paper ballots they would actually take, and it was on camera, and they would throw them in garbage bags and throw them out. Yes, we, the people, have to pull our voting booths, and no, I'm for paper ballots and monitoring. Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt you. Can you have her back in a moment? News Channel 3 is here for a scheduled interview.
Great,
with her.
great.
Can I bring her back to you?
Well, I was going to ask, can we count?
Are you a libertarian?
I'm independent.
He goes.
I'm a free agent. But can we count on you coming back to Humboldt County?
I would love to come back here, actually. First of all, I woke up and I didn't see smog. I saw real clouds and I could breathe. I'm loving it here, and absolutely, I do want to come back up here. I want to try to canvass the state as much as possible. We don't have the big money, though. If people donate to us, I promise you, we will spend the gas money to come throughout the whole state, because it's the people that matter.
Great. Well, thank you for your time.
Oh, yeah, really, thank you.
Can I have her back?
No,
I just have to schedule. I've got a 5-minute window.
I like the question.
No problem.
The reason it's designed that way is because of weight.
Obama's not his real name.
And expanded it. So these people are basically left on their own to do this. Is there a way that we can coordinate the regulatory process between the cities and the county and even the state and other regulatory agencies that affect this, so that we can help them traverse this regulatory minefield? I mean, it's in our collective best interest to do this. I mean, essentially what we're doing is priming the pump. That rising tide is going to fill the county general fund, and it's going to create more jobs, and you're going to get more people spending in the local economy. That also drives the service. And we're not going to be going back to a manufacturing economy. I mean, there are just too many pressures, and especially here in Humboldt County. The fact that we live in Humboldt County, by choice, means we also had to live with transportation.
What do you think is yeah, and I certainly agree with that. I think that our remote location is a setback no matter what we do in terms of the infrastructure. We're still going to be 300 miles away from wherever, and we can do reasonable things to try to improve where there are significant roadblocks and such, but nothing's going to make us next door to open.
I don't think we want to be next door, but we definitely need more jobs.
We've all chosen with our feet to be here.
Yes.
So that's something that we certainly agree. anyway, I got to get back in there. So I'm sure I'll be seeing this later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
I just wanted to ask Supervisor Lovelace.
Did you get the part where he talked about people, people coming up and kissing him on the lips?
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed that. I stay out of personalities. But have you folks decided to join the Tea Party? Is that why you're out here today, or?
No, I'm just very interested in hearing what people have to say and having a good conversation with someone who I know that we don't agree on a lot, but it's always nice to be able to have a good
There's a surprising amount that we do agree on.
Yeah, but
It is really important
and
to
that's the
keep
thing.
a civil dialogue.
But I think that, and that's the thing that I think we mostly agree on is that there's value in actually talking about things, recognizing the real issues, and that there's information that we can use to inform things.
And agreeing to disagree on those things that we have some legitimate differences of opinion. So that doesn't make you a bad person, it doesn't make me a good person. I mean, it just makes us different. And frankly, it's that diversity I think that makes us strong.
We're not a monoculture here.
And do you agree with Mr. Crawford's call for hard campaign contribution caps for Humboldt County Supervisor campaigns?
I think that we need to look at campaign finance reform. I think that when you get folks soliciting to get a group of 30 donors, each pledging $10,000 to a group of campaigns, that becomes a pretty dangerous hurdle. And I think the $500 cap that you pushed for before would have helped to prevent that. So, but I think it needs to be comprehensive. Obviously, it's like nuclear disarmament. You can't do it one side at a time. You have to agree on both sides have to agree. Yeah. So anyway, got to get in there.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
We might see that guy here today.
You think? Yeah, I guess.
What's going on? Good, thanks. I've talked to a couple people.
Someone has given me a book here for a quote, and we'll see if I can read. All right, so the question was, where will we find the men that gave all at Normandy on D-Day in World War II? I heard Ronald Reagan answer, where we always have found them, in the farms, villages, towns. Would anybody else like to come up and pick a quote?
I will.
Do you want to come up and read it? I think there's some censoring going on here. Okay.
My name is Jane Burchett, and I'm standing up for this great country of ours. The banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. If the American people ever allow, private banks to control the issue of their currency, first by inflation, then by deflation, the banks and corporations will grow up around the banks. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Around the banks will deprive the people of all property until their children wake up homeless on the continent their fathers conquered. That's Thomas Jefferson.
Thank you. Do you want to come up? I have that in my hand if you want to read the Constitution.
I was 9 years old. Grandpa taught me how to drive that tractor when I go out and on the sun.
Sort of government in general? In general, I would say Democrats are more of a problem. I mean, we have Democrats here, for heaven's sake. But the party as a whole, I would say, is more of a problem. I think the Republican Party has serious problems itself in moving towards bigger government. I certainly wasn't a proponent of that under Bush any more than I am now.
Who would you, in the next
presidential election, do you have someone that you think would make good president?
There are a couple people who have been kind of, I've seen them maybe edging forward towards running. I don't have someone specifically that I'm thinking I'm going to support this time.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks very much. I appreciate it.
What was it? Okay, good. I'll make
Pardon me, sir.
The Constitution is not an instrument for the government to restrain the people. It is an instrument for people to restrain the government. Let's come to dominate our lives and interests.
I provide jobs to my community.
Thank you.
Students run for public office and try and make a difference. All you do is stand out here and raise a controversial flag.
Well, I'm not quite sure what. I'm not quite sure what you even stand for. What are you protesting? What are you standing for?
I was providing some color at your rally.
That's all?
I'm representing the gay community.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, and what does the gay community want?
What? It depends on which gay person you're talking to.
Well, you said you're representing the gay party, so I would imagine.
I know what the Tea Party is.
You care about the homeless?
I do.
Let's raise your taxes. Get your money out. Get your money out.
I don't have any money.
I didn't think so. He's at 47%.
I'm disagreeing with your point. If you're representing gay people, what do they want?
It depends on which gay person you're talking about. They're all different, man.
You want to cram your
but
morals
you're
down my
saying you're
throat?
representing gay people as a whole.
Well, I want gay rights. And how did you vote on Prop 8?
Get it so you can read it really
voted
good,
no.
okay?
I'm sure every single one of these people voted yes.
Do you believe?
Oh, you voted yes. Okay.
You're sure? Do you believe in cramming your morals down other people's throats? Do you?
What is this?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
We're taxed too much. No, we're just trying to get a handle on what you're protesting. What are you against?
That's what I want to know. That's okay. Enough intelligence. So you should cram your morals down my throat. You're just saying you should cram your morals down my throat.
I'm not cramming any morals down your throat. I've never even worked for you.
He's here for
to defend them against all attacks.
I'm just, but you're saying they're all different, but you're representing them. What is that? What do they want? What do you want?
I want gay rights.
Okay, that's all you
And now
want?
the Tea Parties are in the way of that. I want more social institutions.
Why is
I
that?
want health care for the poor. Go ahead, raise my taxes. I will money out of my taxes to help people who are not
Get your money out. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
He's not payday yet, sir.
He's probably got one part-time job.
I do, and I'm a student. I work at Quiznos.
How are you going through school? Are you getting grants for school? Are you going through
I work at Quiznos. You want to go ask my boss?
Are you going through grants?
Well, great. You got a job at Quiznos. Excellent.
And I want you to thank every person here because that's their tax money paying for it.
Yeah, and it's also my tax money and my father's and my family's.
Part-time job.
I do pay tax out of my income.
Very little for a part-time job.
Yes, I have a job.
A lot of part-time jobs.
Go ahead, I will willingly pay for the poor people to have health care and have education.
Get your wallet out. How much are you going to pay? 80%?
What are you going to do?
I think you need to pay 80%.
It doesn't matter what he does with his money. That's our
No,
point.
he wants my wallet. Why are you asking for my wallet?
Because we want you to give to the poor.
They're not poor.
Well, that's an assumption on your part. You don't know what his financial status is. I think there's a lot of assumption going on here. So it's, you can't come
why are you
that
assuming that I'm
he's
cramming
got money or
these down
doesn't
your
have
throat?
money.
I think we do. We need to have a progressive tax. Anybody that's a progressive liberal should pay.
Oh, that's not equality. You're calling everybody equal, man? Is that okay
I'm
with
saying that
you?
you care more than I do. It's okay for government to take all my money before I even get my paycheck. The government takes my money.
Me too.
That's wrong. Don't you think that's wrong?
No, it's
morally wrong. It's moral. That's wrong.
Well, you know what? That's what makes America so great. You get to express your feelings. A lot of places you can't do that.
I don't hate America.
Here's the issue, is that when you're young like that, I was more on the liberal side. As you get out of the ideal of what you wish could be within the world versus really what it is, you might understand things a little different.